Hey, thank you so much for tuning in to a new episode of Cut to Movies with Vivek and Viru. Just before we dive in, we'd like to give you a disclaimer that this episode is filled with spoilers. So please do watch the film first. Unless, of course, you don't have an issue with spoilers, in which case.
So hello and welcome to another episode of Cut 2 with Vivek and Viru. And today we are back in India, south of India again. And this is a hugely celebrated film. Actually, it is considered to be one of the best films of the year. A lot of critics are talking about it. Even people are appreciating it a lot. So we thought we should also watch it and analyze it. And this might be a controversial episode. So Vivek, tell us about this film.
Sarpatta Parambarai or Sarpatta Tradition, as people could call it. It's directed by P.A. Ranjit, one of the promising directors from the Tamil film industry. He's tried his hand at making a boxing epic. It's the rise story of this character Kabilan, played by superstar Arya, who's an ardent boxing fan. And despite his mother's reluctance, he enters the ring for a bout with a rival boxing group after they insult his mentor. This is not as simple as it sounds. There's lots of action, drama, melodrama, some politics as well that makes this one close to 3 hours of runtime.
It follows like a normal sports film trajectory, right? इसमें जो tropes होता है sports film का वो सब है
Yeah.
like वो starting में एक बंदा है जिसको वो coach कोई देखता नहीं है. He keeps at the sidelines, keeps watching how the other boxers are fighting, probably learns just by looking at them, then becomes like the best student, rise, और फिर उसका वापस fall and then eventual rise again. तो
Yeah.
नॉर्मल स्पोर्ट्स फिल्म ट्रेजेक्ट्री है, लेकिन उसका जो एनवायरनमेंट जो क्रिएट किया है दैट इज इंटरेस्टिंग. डिड यू एंजॉय द फिल्म? व्हाट वाज योर टेक ऑन इट?
I don't think I enjoyed the film. I think it was overtly stretched, but I have a lot of reasons why I didn't enjoy it. But I think you just mentioned about the atmosphere of the film and the context or the premise of the film. I thought was really strong and promising. You
Right.
remember, like, we were discussing Tufan before this, which
Oh
again
my god.
yeah, which again I think the premise of Tufan was so weak. It was almost like gully boy hip hop के बारे में धारावी से थी और ये अब बॉक्सिंग की एक पिक्चर बना दी.
इट वाज सच अ
but
लेजी फिल्म मैन. मतलब ऐसे
Yeah.
लगा कि
Yeah.
ऐसे दो महान टैलेंट आके व्हाट क्रैप हैव दे मेड. वो मतलब दैट वाज लाइक अटर बुलशिट बेसिकली.
Yeah, at least this one, the way Sarpatta began, the entire first opening sequence, the milieu, the setting, it
Right.
was interesting to see, almost like akhade ke setup mein a boxing ring, and then kind of these fighters coming in. There are these warring tribes, and all of that was really interesting. But I think once the story took off, it again, played to these cliches, the hero's body transformation. All of it was just, and plus the middle of the film, which was a completely different track.
जो the atmosphere that he's created, like the historical background that he's taken of the emergency and
Yeah,
how उसके time पे Britishers basically started off this boxing in professional boxing in North Chennai. So basically they just took the working class sections और वो लोग को सिखाया and purely for entertainment reasons कि आओ तुम लोग अखाड़े में फाइट करो. It is almost like that film ना टैरेंटिनो का जिसमें
Django
they have these
Unchained.
wrestling-
Yeah.
Django Unchained. मतलब basically they used to kill these Indian boxers in the ring. मतलब इतना brutal वगैरह होता था. And there were so many clans, different clans जिनके बीच में fights होते थे. And it became a big part of culture in Chennai, North Chennai and all. So all of that,
Correct.
I mean, that is beautiful. Even I think they have reconstructed that old North Chennai वाला black town, I think, जहाँ पे अपना hero रहता है काबिलान. So all of that is beautifully reconstructed. When I started watching it, I really enjoyed the first half. If you look at the film up till मुझे लगता है वो जो रोजे डांसिंग रोजे के साथ फाइट करता है ना
Yeah.
वहां तक और उसके बाद में लाइक उसका विक्ट्री सेलिब्रेट होता है. देयर इज दिस अमेजिंग सॉन्ग है जिसके अंदर पूरा विलेज आके उसके लिए डांस करता है.
करेक्ट.
उसमें बूढ़े को डांस दिखाया, मस्त है. तो वो वाला सीन तक ना मेरे को बहुत सही लगा. तब तक लाइक इट वाज लाइक कंप्लीट मसाला एंटरटेनमेंट. सोचा कि ठीक है मसाला फिल्म है, ये बॉक्सिंग में क्या हो रहा है, ऐसे दे आर फ्लेलिंग देयर हैंड्स. आई डोंट नो टेक्निक कुछ भी लग रहा था. बट वही है, मतलब उसके बाद जो जो होता है, आई मीन एकदम वो जो बीच में का वो जिसमें वो दारू बेचना चालू करता है, दैट वाज ऑल. आई मीन आई डोंट नो.
I mean, it was almost like a different film altogether for me.
If they could have created like 3 awesome scenes, like rather than fast में कितना सब scenes बना दिया, right? And उसका फास्ट एडिटिंग किया है, इधर से उधर भागता है, एक डायलॉग बोलता है, फिर घर पे वापस आता है, एक डायलॉग बोलता है. उससे अच्छा if they had just created 3 powerful sequences that would show the transition or his fall from grace. तो वो चलता यार. लेकिन ये तो मतलब कुछ भी खिचड़ी भर के एकदम वो पूरा कचरा कर दिया है वो बीच में का पार्ट.
No, absolutely. And it was also annoying for, you know, the same character trait to be repeated again and again. For instance, him being scared of his mother, or him crying or being on a death wish when he turned into a drunkard, or his mother wailing, and then his wife kind of taking place of his mother. It was just so repetitive. I didn't understand that why, if he's such a baby, he doesn't deserve to be in the boxing ring, because it belongs to champions. It doesn't belong to people who are scared of their mothers. And then in the end, when the mother also turns around and, you know, encourages him to go, I didn't believe it one bit. Like I was not invested at all in that that scene.
Absolutely. वो मतलब suddenly why does she like say that you can now do this, and idea भी देती कहाँ से कोच, कौन सा कोच, वहां पे मछुआरा कोच है. उसके पास जाओ करके, like nobody goes to that मछुआरा कोच. I mean वो काफिलान का कैरेक्टर, like you said, वो मैन चाइल्ड का कैरेक्टर है. So I think मैं वो पहली बार रोया तो मुझे क्या लगा कि अच्छा ये रोते हुए मे बी इट्स लाइक अ कॉमेडी, ही इज डूइंग सम कॉमेडी, ही इज डूइंग लाइक फेक क्राइंग. बट आगे जाके भी वो वैसे ही कर रहा था. तो फिर मेरे को लगा यार मे बी थोड़ा परफॉर्मेंस वीक है यार.
नो, आई मीन
मैन जो कैरेक्टर बनाया है, ही इज लाइक अ ब्रेनलेस पर्सन हु जस्ट इज या मेरे को लगता है वो मेन हीरो नहीं है. ऐसा देखा जाए तो मेरे को तो सबसे मेन हीरो उनका लगा वो कोच था ना, रंगन. दैट्स लाइक एन ऑसम कैरेक्टर. मतलब उसका जो स्टार्टिंग से जो उसका बिल्डअप दिया है कि कितना, एंड मतलब एक तो वो अच्छा बॉक्सर था, वो अच्छा गुरु है. ही इज ऑल्सो, उसका जो वैल्यूज दिखाया है वो भी बहुत स्ट्रांग है. उसका पॉलिटिकल जो ये है बिलीफ्स है वो भी स्ट्रांग दिखाया है. मेरे को कोच रंगन ही मतलब बेस्ट लगा फिल्म में. What about you?
I liked Coach Rangan, but I thought after a point of time I was not invested in his character, because he was also bloody convenient. Whenever जब भी उसकी इज्जत की बात होती थी तो वो allow करता था कि हाँ घुस जा रिंग में, but when his ego was hurt, he's like निकल जा रिंग से बाहर. So
लेकिन एक बात मेरे को बता कि इतना बड़ा कोच है, उसके वो 2 ही तुच्छे बॉक्सर, बेस्ट बॉक्सर, उसके अलावा कोई है उसके अलावा दिस गाय राइजेस फ्रॉम नोवेयर एंड उसको ले लेता है. आई मीन यार दे कुड हैव क्रिएट लाइक इट इज सच अ अमेजिंग क्लैन, राइट? दे आर सेइंग. तो उसके इंटरनली भी सिर्फ 2 ही जन है, उसमें से एक बेटा है उसका और एक दूसरा है. ये थोड़ा सा मतलब टफ टू बाय था. आई मीन यू आर राइट.
I liked Daddy also. I think that character.
Oh, that guy is good. Kevin.
Yeah,
Bloody
that character was good.
So that guy is awesome. एक तो उसका डायलॉग कुछ समझ में भी आ रहा था, अंग्रेजी वगैरह में बीच में बोल रहा था. But हाँ, he was good. One thing that I was also उसमें ऐसा लग रहा था, I mean वेम्बुली को भी मतलब बहुत बिल्डअप दिया है. That guy, the ultimate foe, जिसको हराना है, right? ऐसे फिल्म में why do they suddenly start losing ऐसे ही एकदम बीच में वो मतलब he starts losing and then he does something which is wrong. Why can't you create like a great boxer who kind of loses but also lives to his ideals?
Yeah.
और कुछ मिस्टेक नहीं कर या ऐसे सब रॉन्ग थिंग्स नहीं करता, ऐसे क्यों नहीं कर सकते तुम?
Yeah, he could have, but I think just to create that excessive drama, they would have
Right.
kind of put those scenes. Well, but anyways, I think it's a very cynical of me to think like this, but I don't think we can make biopics and we can't make sport films. These are the two genres that we cannot do. Like biopics, we have more
I
so
mean, there
many
is a set
examples.
formula in Bollywood
Yeah,
that I think
yeah,
that's the biggest problem. Like
yeah.
वो फॉल, वही जो स्टार्टिंग में बोल रहा था, वैसा होना ही पड़ता है. लाइक एक राइज होता है, फिर फॉल होता है, फिर वापस राइज होता है, एंड में पेट्रियोटिक फीलिंग या जो भी वैसा टाइप का आ जाता है, एंड दैट्स द एंड, राइट? दे हैव टू गेट आउट ऑफ दिस होल क्लीशेड, अदरवाइज आई मीन वी कांट मेक बायोपिक्स. क्या कचरा बायोपिक्स बने हैं. I mean, you take a great woman like Mary Kom and you make like such a crap film out of it.
Yeah, you
क्या
make Tata Salt का advertisement in Mary Com.
हाँ, I mean, ठीक है. जैसे राकेश ओम प्रकाश ने इसके पहले जो मतलब मिल्खा सिंह का बनाया था, that was
हाँ.
okay, that was decent. I mean, that was
Yeah.
not bad because it was done well. But उसके बाद obviously तूफान बनाया तो it's like what a joke, man. Why are you doing this?
Really, like after watching Tufan, I remember I was just thinking that why couldn't they have just made a remake of Southpaw, which was like a very Bollywood kind of a film. But they could have just done a remake instead of trying to reinvent the wheel, which they knew they wouldn't be able to do so.
Right. I mean, अभी तो वो आजकल तो ऐसा हो रहा है कि नीरज के ऊपर वो नीरज चोपड़ा के ऊपर भी फिल्म बनेगी, तो आई एम होपिंग दैट whoever makes the film actually, I mean, at least writes it well. Akshay Kumar playing Neeraj Chopra.
I was just going to say, hopefully they don't take Akshay Kumar, like they have to move over.
Coming back to the film, I like the recreation of the historic places and all of that. That was nice. In fact, the music also, I liked the music. Uska even the rap kind of a song that was used at the end, for his ultimate rise again. I mean, वो क्या कॉमेडी है यार. उसका पॉइंट एक शॉट के बाद वो सिक्स पैक.
वो तूफान में भी ऐसे ही होता है. वो एक बार एक शॉट दिखाते हैं उसका, एंड इफ यू रिमेम्बर दंगल सलमान की, उसमें भी यही होता है. एक शॉट मिरर के सामने वो खड़ा है. नहीं, नॉट दंगल, देन सुल्तान.
अच्छा, सुल्तान.
हाँ, तो एकदम सिमिलर शॉट ऑफ द एक्टर्स स्टैंडिंग विद द पॉन्च एज इफ इट्स सिन, एंड देन कट टू एक दो अखाड़े में वर्कआउट, एंड देन सडनली सिक्स पैक.
नहीं, वो ठीक है, उसमें तो एक्चुअली दे हैव शोन द स्टमक. इधर तो अपना आर्या का उन लोग ने दिखाया भी नहीं. ऐसा है कि बनियान पहना है, उसके अंदर एक बड़ा पॉन्च है. So you don't even know if he actually had a paunch or not. It might be a pillow. And then it goes back to the six pack.
Yeah, but even Farhan and Salman, you never know that must be CG, and they mustn't have put on that much weight.
सिर्फ आमिर खान पे मेरे को भरोसा है.
हाँ. Yeah. I'm just surprised that a lot of reviewers and lot of people are so amazed by the film, and I'm just thinking, is it because they haven't seen something like this from India, which is why they're feeling amazed, or
I think it's a masala film यार, full masala film. And I think ये अगर थिएटर्स में देखने जाओगे ना, तो that be better. क्योंकि इसमें हर एक वो चीज है जो चाहिए, जो एक बड़ा फिल्म के लिए रहता है. सीटी बजाओ मोमेंट्स भी बहुत सारे हैं. सो आई मीन दैट वे इट इज अ फन फिल्म, एंड आई थिंक द ईयर ओवरऑल हैज probably been so poor that this film feels like a really breath of fresh air or something like that. Or at the back of Tufan, this feels like a masterpiece.
Yeah, fair points, but not for me. I don't have the patience to now invest 3 close to 3 hours in a film that is already been seen in one way or another.
That is true. So here's a message out to all Indian filmmakers अरे कुछ अलग टाइप का स्पोर्ट्स फिल्म बनाओ. आई लव टू वॉच स्पोर्ट्स बायोपिक्स एंड
Yeah.
बट एक दो और फिल्म आए थे जिसके अंदर ये बंदा कोच था, कौन, राजकुमार राव एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट. वो फिल्म भी मतलब मैं देख नहीं पाया. देन देयर वाज अनदर फिल्म परिणीति चोपड़ा का. अच्छा, सान्या. आई डिड
Saina.
वॉच. डिड यू वॉच
Saina.
Saina?
Yeah, I watched Saina Nehwal. It was made by Amol Gupte, but again, very underwhelming. Same, underwhelming.
तो वही है कि ऐसा ही है. कंगना रनौत की भी एक पिक्चर आई थी बीच में वेयर शी वांटेड टू गो गेट बैक टू स्पोर्ट्स एंड कबड्डी एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट. वो भी मतलब इतना बोरिंग था वो फिल्म. I mean, yeah, we just get stuck in tropes. So yeah, it's a message out to everyone ki write some refreshing screenplay for sports film. Yeah, we would love to watch something good. And Sarpatta का, I mean, yeah, इतना लोगों ने बोला है, तो I'm hoping कि people come to its defense in the comment section and say why we are wrong and why this is such a great film.
Yeah.
है ना, अपने को भी redeeming factors पता चले. And for me,
Yeah.
like 50% of the film was good. So for me, it was at least वो जहाँ तक, in fact, that scene where जहाँ पे वो शादी करके आता है और एकदम से उसकी बीवी नाचने लगती है, that brought a smile to my face.
Yeah.
So at least वहाँ तक I enjoyed it. उसके बाद में it was all downhill. Even the first fight with the great Wembuli was a downer. In fact, I enjoyed the Rose का fight more than डांसिंग रोजे का फाइट मोर देन द वेम्बुली फाइट. आई मीन वो लास्ट का फाइट भी देखोगे तो रॉकी का सब फाइट्स याद आ जाता है, राइट? सेम काइंड ऑफ trajectory.
Yeah, there are moments. I wouldn't deny that. I wouldn't take that away from the film. There are moments, but I think some of all parts it didn't do well for me.
अब बता दो भाई विवेक को कि क्या some of all parts है. Please comment section में.
Attack.
And maybe we'll read it out in the next cut to podcast that we do.
Yeah.
Of all the wrong things that we have got wrong on the film. Please mention in the comments.
Yeah.
Okay. Vivek, anything else?
No, nothing else. Now I'm getting scared. All the boxing fans of Arya are going to come behind us.
Uppercut, तो पता नहीं क्या क्या मिलने वाला है. Okay, then see you next time, guys. Do follow us on Spotify and our Instagram channel and YouTube as well. And do leave us some comment. All right, bye.